Bingo! There we go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Dante here, glad to be with you for another beautiful day here in OFA. Catherine, Lee, let's see who else we have. John, Remix in the house. Tom, awesome to have you guys with us today. We're going to have a lot of fun with this early on morning session. Bingo, just like Patricia. Anybody who has any questions, please make sure to raise your hand in Zoom. Just a simple way that you let me know that you need help with something. And while I'm going here, just want to double check. I can see it looks like everything's working out, but can you guys hear me? I've had crazy audio problems, as you know, these past couple weeks, so I just want to make sure you're hearing me. Put a 1 in the chat if you're hearing me okay right now. Give it a couple seconds. Bingo. Look at us. All right, gang. We are rocking and rolling. We can hear me, we can see me, and I can do the same for you. So without further ado, let's get it started. I see Patricia's hand up. So we're going to start with Patricia, but if anybody else has a question, please do just raise your hand. At the bottom of Zoom, you're going to see a little heart. That heart is going to say react. If you click on the heart, a little pop-up shows up, and there's a button that actually says raise hand. If you click that button, it'll raise your hand in the top left of your screen. Just lets you know you have a question, something you need help with. And if you have a question come up at any point throughout this session, feel free to raise your hand at any time. You do not have to have that question ready right now. So let's have some fun. By the way, before we get too deep into it, kind of hard for me to show you guys because I have everything all locked in on me. But I have a little studio audience with me here today on the other side of the camera. We have Jun Suzuki and his friends from Japan, some amazing funnel hackers here. We have Doug Copes, one of your OFA colleagues. We have Roberta Pemberton over here. So really cool, really fun day. I'm excited to be with you guys, and I'm excited to have a lot of fun and put on a little show for our friends in the office. So let's have fun. Patricia, you are first. How can I help today?
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is my 5th year as a funnel hacker, and I've yet to build my first funnel, but I'm on day 8 of my 30-day
challenge.
I'm on my 8th day, day 8 of the OFA challenge for the 4th or 5th time. But I've been watching the videos, and I'm starting to see things in frameworks. I'm starting to understand what frameworks are. And I signed up to be an affiliate, and I've got someone that wants to come in under me as an affiliate. So I need help, and I can't confirm. I know my affiliate account is set up, but I need to confirm the bank account, and I'm not sure of the funnel, what steps I need to build in the funnel to get them to just go to the OFA, funnel site.
Yes, fantastic question here. So this is somebody you're already speaking with, correct?
Right.
So
this is someone I'm speaking with, but I want to do it. I was preparing a Facebook post to let them know, but I just want to know, now that I know someone's got to respond, what do I give them, or how do I get their email address and stuff in the system?
Great question here, Patricia. So for you, in this instance, it's not so important to make an opt-in funnel. It's not so important to send people to a funnel right now, Patricia, especially as you're just building up. So what you should be doing is you should be making your Facebook posts, and you should be having people DM you for more info. You can put that right in the post. DM me, send me a message for more info. You can also, another method we use is we'll have people comment something in the comments. I'm sure you've seen this happen before on social media.
Yeah, but now that they've responded, I mean, I did know him through Facebook. He did respond initially through Facebook, but he did respond.
Beautiful.
But not from an OFA post. But anyway, he responded, and now once they respond, now what do I do?
Right. So you generated a conversation as an affiliate, Patricia. You're going to do this many times over. You're going to generate many, many conversations, and people are going to be reaching out constantly. So in this case, what I would tell you to do is just craft a message to that guy that answers his questions, right? He's probably saying, how would this work for me? So answer his questions and say, here's exactly how it's going to work for you. And then just give him the affiliate URL for the One Funnel Away Challenge. In this instance, we don't even have to worry about sending him to your opt-in funnel so he can sign up. We can skip all of those steps and have a fast path for him to get the results that he wants. In your later on marketing, as you're running ads and as you're making posts, you can push them to a funnel, absolutely. But right now, when the numbers are so little, and especially because you don't have the funnel ready yet, I am all about the fastest path to cash, Patricia. That's what I want to see always. What's the fastest way for me to make revenues? So I would tell you, respond to his message, and in that response, just put the affiliate URL that you have that promotes the One Funnel Away Challenge. That's it.
So how do I ensure that the URL, that the funnel has my correct bank to pay me when it's time to get paid? I guess that's...
Yes, and that's what we were talking about last week with Tipalti. That's exactly what Tipalti does. It just makes sure that the monies go to the right bank account that you set up. Your payouts can either go to your bank account or you can get paid out in PayPal. You get the choice of how you do that, but that's what setting up Tipalti is. And a reminder, Patricia, you do not need Tipalti set up to start collecting commissions right now. So like you can send that guy a message right now. He can click your link. He can go buy, and you will be credited with that commission. You can't get paid out until you set up Tipalti and do all that. But this is very common practice, Patricia. Many times people come in, they start promoting right away because they want to start getting on a fast path to cash. And then they'll set up their Tipalti as they get going and have a little bit more time.
Okay. I did find out that my account is set up, but I've got a new bank account. I want to change the bank account. So who do I contact to change the bank account?
Just get with our support team. We'll make sure that we do everything perfect on the front end.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes care of that.
Nice. Any other questions today, Patricia?
That's it.
All right. Good stuff. Rocking and rolling. Great job. All right. Look at us, gang. We have time. We have time to do big things. So does anybody else have any questions? I know, Catherine, I think I saw you raise your hand in person. But if you have a question, feel free to let me know. But anybody else, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, and this is Monday, gang. On Monday, it is so unbelievably important that we set the tone. How we start our week is typically how we end our week. So we can answer any questions in these sessions. I'm here for you. I'm not here for myself, and I'm most certainly not here to look at myself in a screen. I hate my own voice. I think I sound terrible. I'm here for you guys. I want to help you do the things, get over hurdles. So any questions are welcome here today. It might be a question about funnels or funnel building. It might be a question about offers. It might be a question about ads. It might be a question about personal development. Maybe it's just a question about your belief and your why on what you're coming to these sessions every day for. I just want to remind you, this is an open floor. You can ask me any questions you have about your business today. Catherine, I do see your hand is up, so let's get after it. How can I help?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just real quick, you know that it's hard for me to attend these sessions because of my job, but I'm working on catching up on the missions.
Yep.
And I'm working on the funnel hacking piece. So I'll probably have some questions later on this week.
Yeah.
But real quick, as I was going through the missions, Russell keeps talking about a workbook, but we were supposed to get a workbook.
Great question. I responded to this just like an hour ago or so. We are redoing all of the workbooks right now. So we don't have any workbooks available. Just write it down on paper, Catherine. Like I said in my comments, you're going to double read this. I know it sounds super silly. Like, wow, Dante, did you just tell me to write down my notes on a piece of paper? That was the most unprofessional thing I've ever heard anybody ever tell me to do. Just in the meantime, as we work out the workbook, my main concern is your brain learning and soaking these things in, and writing it down is just the science of education. When you write the thing down and you actually go through. So anything that Russell was telling you to do, just write down for now. Next week, we should have our workbooks up, and then we can go back through those.
Well, that's fine, because I've been writing it down because I wasn't going to let anything stop my flow. So I've been doing the drawings that he put on the screen. So I've been doing it that way. I was just wondering about the workbook. That's all.
Cool. No, we are definitely working on those to add them to the expert track.
Okay. And is there going to be a live session this Friday?
No, there is not. What a great question. This Friday is the 4th of July. It is a holiday here in America.
That's right.
And the entire company's off, so we won't have one.
You're right. I'm off too. So yeah, okay.
Well, nice. We all win.
All right. Well, thanks.
Awesome. You got it, Catherine. Great stuff. Let's roll over to beautiful Jonathan is next. Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, sorry, it's Whitney today.
Ah, Whitney, what's cracking?
Hi.
Great to see you.
Yeah, nope, I know. I'm going to share my screen though.
Cool.
So, let's see, share the screen. So, what we've been doing here is we made a new lead magnet. We are now going to be instead of so before our core offer was just people having the VIP upgrade and getting one funnel away, or getting ClickFunnels, doing the VIP upgrade for one funnel away challenge. And now we've changed it so that that is going to be our downsell for our $1,000 30-day ClickFunnels training.
Nice.
It's called a Jumpstart training. Yeah, excuse me, not ClickFunnels training, just funnel training, Jumpstart training.
Yep.
And so now I've got the opt-in and then the thank you and the video sales page. And this is where, excuse me, sorry, he was saying something in the background. And then the order form. With the order form, I think this is where I have my biggest question.
Sure.
I don't want to be asking them for their address because it's just a course, it's a digital product. I'm not shipping them anything.
Yep.
So I've got here, I was trying to get rid of this last night and I ended up getting rid of the headline for it and various things. So if you could walk me through that.
I can. I actually would like you to exit the editor for me, please. Top left.
Sure.
Take a look at your order form. We see a caution sign in the bottom left of it. And there it is. Put your mouse on that caution sign, and I imagine it's going to say this step expects products to be sold, something along those lines. Yeah. So you've not yet attached a product to this funnel. Have you created the digital product yet?
No, I actually was doing this part first, and then I was going to go do that. Should I create the product and then do this?
No worries. The reason you saw this is just because the product is not yet created. ClickFunnels has a really cool process for this. If you make a product, when you create your products, you get to choose, is it a digital product or a physical product? So when you make your product, choose a digital product. And then when you add that digital product to the order form will stop collecting their address.
Okay,
because
great.
it's a digital product and you don't have to ship anything.
Okay,
so the order
that'll
form
just
does
go
it
away.
automatically.
Great. Okay, cool. So then there's that question. Let me see here. So then I guess I just want to make sure that this makes sense so that was my one technical question. So I guess we start here. So this is where I'm giving them
There's
this.
a mock-up right there. Nice image.
Yeah,
evokes curiosity right away.
Oh,
That's
good.
a great Mac screen to promote authority. That's blurred out, so I can't really see, but man, that looks like a CRM. That looks like a pipeline. That looks like something I, as a roofer, should know about. Love this.
Cool.
Roofers and service pros, automate your follow-ups and turn leads into jobs effortlessly. So good. Great job.
Okay, good. Thank you. So this is my above the fold, and then it goes down to who is this for? How will it benefit you? And then we go even further down and it gives even more in-depth explanation of all of that.
Yep.
So, and then I kind of gave like a blurred out, like, oh, yay, you also get a template. So
good.
And then I changed that just to these two. Remember, we were talking before, and I just have two questions now down here.
Nice. Great.
Okay, so there's this one. And then that takes us here.
Here's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, this is where, and that one I was like, I kind of just wanted you to give me a high five for that one. So that one I didn't really need any help with. So this is, like you see, it says replace this video sales letter with a join. So I don't have the right video for that one now. I'm going to replace that here. I want to say something here about, I'm going to write, actually name it here. So it says the Jumpstart system, but I need to, while you're here, I don't know, now that you've gotten started.
Okay. How to present the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, you did
Yes.
great. In the very first thing we're saying on this VSL page, you're thanking them for what they've already done. You're affirming and confirming the actions they've already had. So congruency across the board. That's
Okay.
perfect. Thank you for
And-
claiming the free thing. You give them next directions. So if we didn't have that, it'd be a huge problem. We'd get no conversions here because people would be like, wait, where am I? And a confused mind always says,
No.
yes, it does every
Right.
single time. So you did great here. And now you can put down below, want to fast track your results? That's typically what I see. Correct. And that would just be the one headline.
Awesome.
And then you could put a sub headline down below and you could have some more info, right? Maybe the sub headline is going to say our top performing students, our greatest success stories, our top performing students all go through our accelerator package. It could just be something simple like that, become a top performer in half the time with our accelerator package. And then you go down, or our jumpstart program. And then your bottom down here is all your VSL explaining the jumpstart program itself.
And I'll fix that so it's looks
Yes.
nice.
There we go.
Okay.
And it's just, what are they going to get? What's the deliverable?
Sure.
We have right now become a top performer, and that's a nice deliverable for a lot of people. But maybe instead of become a top performer, it would be collect your first sales in under 10 days, or collect your first leads in under 10 days. Or, what's the deliverable? What's the thing that your package helps them do?
Okay.
Cool. And you can say less than 10 days, less than 30 days, less than that. That's all. We can play with those numbers. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Because then I can just go back and mess with that. And then this is correct, right? Button goes to next funnel step.
Correct. All the buttons on a sales page will go to the next funnel step.
Okay. Okay. And then this is a more in-depth about I don't know if you want to read it or just see it.
Let's go back up to where I just want to see that paragraph.
Sure.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Okay.
We're showing the transformation. That's what I'm really checking for there. He shows the transformation that he went through. Right.
Okay, yeah.
Keep going. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Great. Great. Now, you separated your offer and your bonuses.
Should I put them together?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You should have. Yes, 100%. Let me get you this. It's going to be. I think it's going to be. Where is it going to be? Sorry, let me start and just find you this. Right there. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Got it. All right. I'm going to put a link in the chat for you right now.
Okay.
This is a link to Christine Morel, a course, excuse me, that she's running right now, and she's having great success doing it. And, you can pretty much follow this for your VSL, because this is a VSL page that sells a course. The price point is not the most important thing in the world here, more so the structure. And let's go look through this together. She's going to hit you with a video right at the top of the page, and then we're going to go into reviews. So go right below that video, and we're going to see immediately, oh, nice. No, she changed it. We're not going straight to reviews. We're going straight to what they're going to get, the transformation that they're going to receive from the thing.
Okay.
Scroll down a little bit more, and you can see how, just like I showed you to have a headline and a subheadline, excuse me, that's exactly what she does here. You know, headline, the simple ads are the first ads I created. Subheadline, they brought in tens of millions of dollars. There's the images of the ads themselves. I despise the text that she's using there, but this is her brand, her customers, so she's doing a great job writing it for her exact people.
Sure.
But keep going down. This is all transformation right now. You can make funny ads, even if you can make millions in roofing. You can increase your leads. You can increase your ROI, even if and then we're going to state where they currently are right now.
This is my template.
This is what I want you to funnel hack and templatize. 100%. This is a fantastic VSL, and it hits all the right beats and all the right timing. She implemented this beautifully. So we're going to hit him with a hook. We're going to hit him with transformation. Then we're going to hit him with reviews right down there.
Yeah, I see these reviews here.
Proof. Yeah. And then when you get below, now she's going to start sharing the offer.
Okay.
You have your offer very high on the VSL page. We basically go into hook and then what you're going to get. There's no transformation that we're sharing with them. There's no vision casting. We're not showing them what they can be and giving them the opportunity to put themselves in that seat. We're kind of just going right into it. And this is how this is the finesse of a VSL page. So keep going down. This is my story. Before she even shares anything, she's going to share her hero's story, her transformation story. Keep going.
Okay, and then here's her, I'm assuming it's like an intro. That's more of her transformation story.
Yes, I believe that video is going to be more of like a why I do the thing. What got me into the thing. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Now she shows more proof. Here's some great funny ads that we've made for some big companies that you definitely know about. Keep going down. Now, after we go through all this, more social proof, more social proof, more social proof. After we get through all this, now she's going to start breaking down the offer. What's included?
Okay.
You have this right up top. So funnel hack this page exactly.
Okay.
It's the right layout. It's all the right beats. And then look at how she presents her offer. It is a much cleaner, a more organized, and just a more concise way than what you have. Right now, you just have the check marks. You have the bullets. You're going to get this and this and this and this. But she made each one of these their own rows, and she made their own boxes. And now, doesn't this just look more valuable? Doesn't it just feel like there's so much more that I'm getting as a part of this? Instead of just check boxes, right? Cool.
Yeah, no, this is really good. I like the way this is all set up.
Yep, it's a beautiful it was beautiful implementation of a VSL funnel. If you don't do this, if you don't like money, do this if you do like money, right? So yours would be like, don't do this if you're lazy and don't care about your family and don't want to actually create something special. Do this if you're not lazy, if you do care about your family, and if you do want to create something amazing and worthwhile. Simple as that.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those are good. Okay.
And then right after she breaks down the offer, there's the bonuses. Go back up just a little bit. I just want to show this to everybody. This is so important how we lay out our things. This is where I'm a huge believer in I don't care what your design looks like. You know, my whole thing, gang, when I first found this world, I would go to Funnel Hacking Live and I would sit in the back of the room just like Steve Larson did. And when they announced the winners, it's wild at Funnel Hacking Live, when they're announcing the winners of 2 Comma Club Awards, 90% of the room leaves. Nobody watches. I don't know why that is. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but that's where all the gold is. So I sat in the back of the room. I wrote down the names of each business that won $1 million award that year. And then that night I went back to the hotel room and I was shocked. I was shocked at how many funnels were just white backgrounds, black text, images to invoke the emotions they were trying to portray. That's it. So I
Sure.
personally am a big believer in copy is king. Design doesn't matter, only when we're trying to scale. Having the right words on the page laid out in the proper order is
Okay.
everything that we need to do. So
Okay.
this is a great illustration of that. She has nice design on this, of course, but if you just had this layout, white background, black text, you would be doing fantastic. Scroll me up just a little bit. Let's see the end of her offer right above this section. So we go right into the main offer, who it's for, and then bonuses down below. And that's just one clean, concise. They look at the hook, they read through the story, the transformation story, and then they get hit with the offer. Hook, story, offer.
Okay, yep. And I'm putting my offer too close to the top. I'm not doing a hook or a story first. So.
There it is. Yes,
Okay.
you did really well. You did well with your writing. I like your offer a lot. All the components that you have in there, I really like the offer. Just a little bit different of a methodology in how we display it.
Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. Let's
Absolutely.
See, I think so. I'll keep this one here. Let's see. I think yeah, then that's it. So I need to well, funnel hack, whatever, offer hack, whatever it is that I'm trying to say.
You're trying to say funnel hack. You're just trying to take the
I
design
do want to do
and the
funnel hack.
layout.
Okay. Yep, I'm just gonna do that then, and I think that is it for us. We just missed you. We had to call you this week.
I'm glad you did. I missed you guys too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was using Dante AI, and then she was reading back a response, and she started using your accent. I was like, man, I miss Dante. Let's get on and call him Monday.
That's amazing. I love that. Glad to hear
Yeah.
Dante Eye is working out for you too.
Yeah, very much so. You're here with us in spirit every day, working with us. So we definitely appreciate it.
OFA VIP for the win.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you very much. I think that's all we have today.
Awesome. Sounds great. Awesome work, gang.
Thanks.
All right. Here we go. This is awesome. I love my job. Let's roll over to Lee is next. Hey, Lee.
Hey, Dante. I've been lurking for a long time, but I've been working on my own software, so
I've
it's just been
noticed.
crazy. But I'm finally starting to build something. So I have a pretty simple question. Let's see. Uh-oh. Is it?
I
Did
got
you
you. No,
share?
I'm looking at your builder, step by
Okay.
step builder.
All right, good. I was afraid Mac OS was gonna not share it. Okay, so I mean, this is very preliminary what I'm working on. So actually, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. The very simple question right now is if you have a countdown timer in two places on the page, is there a way to link them, or do you just create two independent ones and they are roughly in sync?
Oh, what a great question, Lee. You can either or is the option.
Oh, so you
So-
can actually connect them?
Yeah, you can because like your
Okay.
countdown timer is just counting down to a date and time, correct?
Well, okay, so that's the thing. That's the other piece of this question is this is not counting down to a global event. This is like a personal for each visitor, they have their own 24-hour clock.
Right, but the timer is just 24-hour timers, correct?
Yes.
Great. So what you can do, Lee, is just set up your first timer, clone it, and then bring the clone down here below. That ensures
okay.
it's the same timer with the same settings doing the exact same thing. Or you can go to that bottom timer and just set it up the same way you set up the top timer by just
Okay.
saying it's a 24-hour timer. And then both will be in sync either way.
Okay, I understand. I just wasn't sure if there was a way to have them both talking about the same time. It's just that they're going to be roughly in sync.
Yes.
So,
No,
yeah,
they'll be
okay.
perfectly in sync. They'll be hitting the exact same ticks, the exact same time. It's all based on when the customer hits the page. In
Right.
the future, if you have like events that are static, date and time, like maybe June 23rd,
Right.
you can do events. And then you connect the timer to the event, and you can have all your timers propagate that way too.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Cool.
and then there were a couple of like I wasn't sure what does evergreen actually mean. Um, I'm not sure I have this set up the way I intend, which is each visitor hits this page and then they have 24 hours. So is isn't this the wrong way to set that up?
I believe so, yes, because you're running on a date and time. Evergreen is actually the kind of timer that you're going to want here.
Oh, okay.
Evergreen just means it lives on forever, right? So now we can set it up. My screen's across the room, so it's kind of hard to see. But here is where you can set up the timer. You can have the settings where it reloads on exit. So if they come back the next day, it just shows the 24-hour timer again. Are you seeing all those settings there?
Well, I see time resets monthly, or I guess, yeah, see, the way I'm thinking this is they have 24 hours from their first visit and then it truly goes away. So,
That is much more difficult to do, Lee. That
oh,
is
okay.
so, well, not really. Hold on, not really. This is a thank you page after they've opted in.
Yes.
This is a thank you page after they opted in, and we have conditional logic here in ClickFunnels, which means because you acquired the contact and it's in your actual account, you can set up conditions on this. And
okay. So it wouldn't be a tag, right? Because that's
no, it would not be a tag. It would be actually in your advanced tab at the very top. There's advanced. Yeah. And then there's a logic button to the right. Correct. So we can set up render conditions. And that would be a render condition of like 24 hours after a contact is created, they can see this page or they can see this element. And that would be the timer itself. And then after that timer, after the 24 hours, then it no longer shows the timer. And you can actually put redirects on there to just after 24 hours, oop, your time is up, redirecting you to the full price.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm not going to attempt to build all that now, but so I need to really focus on a what do you call it? Workflow?
A workflow?
Yeah.
Kind of. This is logic you're putting on this page specifically attached to this element itself. So that's your countdown element. And we are in the settings of the countdown element. So this will be logic that we are attaching only to the element itself.
Okay.
Right. We can get very, very granular and very specific about our customer journeys based on their actions using these logic fields.
Okay. So I know we don't want to go all the way down this rabbit hole, but like because it says if true, I'm just wondering like give me a starting point on how I would determine the sign up date of this particular user. And I'll do the research, but like I don't know where to start.
It would be more so contact created. So it would just be like rules, right? And Lee, so first thing I need to share about this, don't even worry about this for now, especially when it comes to launch.
Okay.
We have never worried about making sure that the timers line up. They do show and they don't show. We're just urgency and scarcity. That's all these timers are. They're pushing urgency and scarcity. Do the thing now. Don't miss out. FOMO will hit in 24 hours. Don't be a part of the crowd wanting to be on the train. That's all these timers are for. So you're exactly right. Don't even worry about it when we get started. Just put the timers up. Let them do their jobs. However, it would basically look like this. If contact is created, then show this. It's quite literally going to be that. And then you put a 24-hour time on the rule itself. Meaning, when the contact is created, as long as they view this page within 24 hours, they'll see that 24-hour timer. If they don't meet that rule, it's basically like if-then rules. If this, then that. And if they don't mean the rule, then forward them to this URL.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, except the part if contact is created is the part that I'm kind of curious about.
Yes, and this will come down to custom attributes in the back end, and there's a little bit of logic that has to go into it. Not concerned right now, Lee. Honestly. Yeah. We can do it. It's awesome. You're a dev, so you'll be able to do it yourself. cool beans, but least of my concerns. I just want to see the timer there ticking down, making the person feel the emotions it's supposed to make them feel.
Right, right. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking about this as a software engineer, not as a marketer. So,
Yeah.
which has been my plague all along. So
No, you're
okay,
right on the
good.
money, Lee. What other questions today?
I think that's it for now.
Oh, cool. I gotta go see your opt-in, man. Walk me through the pivots. We learned a lot after our first conversation, and I've noticed you in the background working and doing the thing and being diligent and showing up to all the trainings and coaching. So what'd you pivot to? What's your lead magnet?
Well, I think, let's see, I don't care about anything here, right?
I don't think so. You were just playing with your timer itself.
Yeah. So, and I'm not even sure. It's been so long and so much has happened. I don't know if I even remember what you and I discussed, but I think this may have come from that. But it's a single secret that is the thing that they need to know, and so oh, that's right. We had talked about whether I was going to do something more generic as opposed to specifically aligned with my product.
Yes, as I remember, you were talking about basically you made a book that was like your life story and all the lessons that you've learned as it pertains to investing and trading. And then it was like, go ahead, please.
I was going to walk them through my trade journal, my own personal trade journal.
That's right.
And, you know, and I was going to go down all kinds of rabbit holes. And I agree. I appreciate the fact that you kind of stopped me from that. And, you know, it's like, let's just focus on one thing. And I think this is going to be worthwhile to them, easier for me to implement, and it will still accomplish the same thing.
100%.
Yeah.
And you're targeting beginner traders, is that correct?
No, almost exclusively people who've been through hell. So
that's right.
Beginners don't understand it. Yeah.
That's right. What does your banner at the top say in that blue bar?
Most traders never hear this. That's why they stay stuck.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. So the only thing I'm seeing in your headline, the one trading secret that finally flips the switch from frustration to consistency. You know, I don't even really have a problem with that, Lee. I don't see a ton of dream customer in there, right? But I do. It's the one trading secret that finally flips. So you're talking to traders and you have a lot of curiosity. It's this one secret, and it's also showing the outcome that they're going to receive. Go from frustration to consistency. Big fan of this, Lee. Really big fan.
Great. Thank you.
Mock-up looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's AI.
Nice. Great job, Lee. Come on with it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Scroll me down. Let me see what's below the fold here really quick. I love that. Not much. Meet Lee. Ready to transform your trading results? So good. This is fantastic.
Great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to get the whole thing up and running, because
Me too.
you know, it's like I'm the poster child for they can't take an offer you don't make. So it's really time I make an offer.
Yes. Oh, I love this. I'm excited, man.
All right.
Do you know about Microsoft Clarity?
Yeah, in fact, I think it's already wired in here. Yeah.
Beautiful. Just as long, I want everybody here to know, whenever you're going to launch your funnels, my chief concern is that clarity is on the funnel. My chief concern is not even that your headline matches your customer. My chief concern is not that your mock-up is beautiful. My chief concern is not that your above the fold is as it should be. My chief concern is you have clarity on the funnel.
Wow.
We miss all that stuff, but we have clarity. It will lead us to that, and we'll still have the success. Might take a little bit longer, but trackable and measurable data, gang. It's everything. Just to build on that a little bit more, Dan Kennedy has always said, Dan Kennedy was Russell's mentor. He was the builder of Magnetic Marketing, which Russell then went on to buy from him years later. Really cool story there. But Dan has always said, I don't buy ads. I don't buy traffic if that traffic is not trackable and measurable. So Dan Kennedy ran the proactive campaigns for years and years and years, that gloop you put on your face to stop acne. And he was approached year after year after year by the NFL for the Super Bowl, saying, hey, we think your company would fit beautifully in our ad slot for the Super Bowl. And he never once did it because it's not trackable and measurable. That's actually why, gang, that's why you see tons of YouTube ads nowadays have QR codes in the bottom right. That's why you see people running ads to a discount and giving a discount code saying, give us discount 20 at checkout. They're trying to track and measure their ads, seeing which offers work the best. It gives them methods to be able to do that. Goodness gracious, Lee, I forgot what even got me. Oh, clarity. Yes, so there's a million ways that we can do the thing. As long as we have clarity on the funnel, when we start, we're going to be A-okay. We can actually make data-driven decisions.
So that actually raises the point or the question of, once clarity is there, and like, I'm just wondering, how do I learn how to interpret it? Like, can I bring that to you? And
yes,
like,
you
do
can.
we-
I will help you
Okay.
look through it. But actually later today, I'm editing down the videos. Trey gave us an amazing walkthrough on Microsoft Clarity and exactly how to use it and how to use the AI. And he did a deep dive on it, and he learned more about Clarity than I even knew. So he has 2 videos that I'm putting together right now. Those will probably be up probably Wednesday is what it's looking like. So feel
Okay.
free, bring any of your results, everybody, bring any of your results to me. I'll help you decipher them, make data-driven decisions. But in the near coming future, I'm going to have a whole walkthrough on not only just setting up Clarity, but also using it and maximizing it.
Great.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions today, Lee?
No, that's it so far. There will be more.
That sounds great. Super proud of you, man. Great work.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for your help.
My pleasure. All right. Next up is it's Margaret, isn't it? You're across the screen. I can't read the name. Did I remember? I did. Great to have you, Margaret. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. You did. I'm impressed. Totally.
I am too, because names are my downfall.
Mine too. So first of all, thank you for the feedback from last week. I've been chewing on it, and so I kind of took half your advice, and I'm implementing the other half this week.
Great.
So I got a couple of questions on. You mentioned last week. I didn't know this. That I'm using. I started with the wrong funnel, the VSL. Because I did the one funnel away challenge. And so I'm listening to everyone. This has been really good, guys. Whether or not I should, I could do the weekly webinars. I know you explained to me building that, that urgency and scarcity, and I'm seeing these different funnels today, and I'm really, really impressed with what I'm seeing. So thank you guys for just putting all your stuff on Front Street. It's helping me a lot. So I'm wondering if I should go back to a VSL. Because my webinar last week, we had some hiccups with Zoom. I'm actually I'm going to re-record it. I was going to do it last week, but I thought, let me just kind of chew on what Dante said and really step forward in the right kind of way. So I'm going to re-record it today after a training I've got to do for another organization today. And I'm wondering if I should pivot to the VSL model and be able to just kind of do what I'm seeing here in terms of really pushing that scarcity and that urgency for what I'm doing. I'm getting a lot of questions for what I'm doing, but I'm wondering if that wouldn't be a better fit versus
What's the price point?
The weekly webinars.
What's the price point of your product?
$9.97 for. Hang on a second. Let me turn that off.
Is it going to stay $9.97 forever, or is it going to bump up to $1,997 as time goes on and you get a better product?
As time goes on, for VIP experience, So I have a lot of the pieces. I've been teaching this for a long time. I've been doing a lot of work in this area, grant writing and grant readiness. I'm a business coach, so there's other things that other funnels, types of funnels that I want to do. I'm just kicking the can with this one, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm wondering if this,
Well, I got to ask on this though. That's a great nugget for me. What are the price points of other funnels you want to do? Is most of it going to be 997 and up?
yes.
Webinars, Margaret. Webinars have urgency and scarcity built right into them, just like VSLs. So you're going to have tons of opportunities for urgency and scarcity. It's kind of actually built into what a webinar is. A webinar is a secret one-time masterclass presentation, right? So
Right.
that's the urgency. Don't miss out. There's urgency and scarcity built into webinars, and in the template, we give you tons of different timers and different ways to promote the urgency and scarcity and get people to take action and do the thing.
Okay, so I need to see the right type of, because my funnel is not the right funnel. I know that based on what I'm hearing today. And so even though I hired a team to help with the back end logistics, it doesn't matter if I've got them working on the wrong type of funnel, right?
Right.
For
So
those
do you want to
logistics.
run webinar funnels? Are you like, basically, here's what I'm seeing. We're at the early on stages right now. We're at the learning stages. So we have two options. We can learn a VSL or we can learn a webinar. If most of your products are going to be $997 and up, we need to learn a webinar because webinars are the one-to-many presentations. That is a skill
That's what I
set
want right
somebody
there.
like,
Boom.
yes, somebody like yourself, you need to know one-to-many presentations. You need to know how to do those things, and that will be the best thing for you. So do you agree with that?
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Cool.
That's exactly how I ended up getting into this, by the way. So,
That's
so
amazing.
you can thank Dr. Sonia Stribling for that.
I will. I'll shoot her a message right now.
You know, so
So, and you just have the wrong webinar, right? Did
I
you
have the
just don't
wrong
have?
funnel. I have the right webinar that I want to teach. I've got that on lock. It's just the framework or the funnel. The funnel's wrong.
Yes. Let me get you the right funnel. Can you share your screen with me, please?
I can. Hang on a second.
Such good questions today, gang. This is awesome. Okay. Let's and I see, hold on, copy of order form. This is probably your webinar funnel. Scroll me up a little bit, please. Let me just see your build, your step-by-step here. Right, and this is going to be an opt-in funnel. Okay, cool. Let's exit the editor, top left. Right, free web class. There we go. So that was your webinar. Let's get you the right one, Margaret. Go to Learn and Connect in the top left. Bingo, then Courses. And we're looking for One Funnel Away 2025. Bingo. Let's hop in there. Let's scroll down to, I believe it's mission 11, or one of those is going to say your order form. Let's see, I can get it. Sorry, my screen's just so far away.
Oh, this 15.
15, that sounds about right. Yeah, your order form.
Okay, do you want me to click on that or?
Please. Okay, and then if you scroll down just a little bit more, what's that red button? Does that say install the funnel? Yes, it does. Click that for me, please, Margaret. And now we get to choose the workspace we want to install it in. So click down there, yep, right there, and then choose whichever workspace you would like to add this funnel to. Nice. All right, great. Ooh, you got fast internet. This will not take long at all. Copy that funnel into your account right now.
Maybe not so fast, no.
Bingo. Okay, you can close that down. So now you can see this new funnel labeled OFA webinar. You can change this to whatever you want. Just make sure to change that name so that you know that this is the webinar funnel you got through the One Funnel Away Challenge. As Russell teaches all the trainings, as he teaches every single thing and every single day, this is the funnel I want you to apply it to. Yes.
Okay, so this would be perfect because what we're going to do is I'm not going to start the sales till next weekend, and I can get everything tightened the way that I want, and then we've got to change the commercials that we're running currently now on radio and take out the weekly. I put the weekly, weekly, web class, and so we're just going to remove that. So I just sent that to my producer to get that done, and then okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right as rain on that. You keep it generic. You say you keep it generic. You don't give dates. You don't give times. You're just talking about the presentation, and they go to the funnels, and that displays all that info for them. You're right as rain.
So when they go to the funnel, since I'm doing a live webinar every Thursday at 11 a.m. PST, so they're going to learn that at the funnel level, not in the so the commercials kept evergreen, so we can keep
Yes, that's right.
So that makes sense. And then once they go through the web class live that I'm doing, then they're getting the offer. I'm pitching the offer in the web class, correct?
That's correct. Have you made it through the that new One Funnel Away training? Have you gone through that and seen Russell Talk Perfect webinar yet?
No, you told me that last week. So I'm gonna that's what I've been working on is to start doing that and go through so I understand exactly what the process is.
Yes. Because when it comes to webinars, it's really funny. Webinars are the number one thing I've ever heard somebody come in and say, I have a great presentation. My webinar is killing it. And then we look at the webinar and I watch it. And a lot of times I've snuck in there and I've watched people do it live. It's not even close. Webinars are unbelievably important and they must follow the right beats. There's a rhythm, there's a tempo to webinar, making sure everything's flowing smoothly from this to this to this to this to this to this to this. We never slow down, we never stop. We're just delivering value. And by the time at the end of it, it's like, oh, I can't handle it anymore. Right. Russell teaches you exactly how to hit those big beats. So the best thing you could do right now, you've probably already gone through week 1 in the challenge, right? Belief week.
Yeah, well, I finished the first one, 2024. I didn't, like I said last week, I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was a duplicate of what I had already done because I was kind of confused on. I just wanted to get into VIP so I could ask questions like this, to be honest.
Right. Right.
And it took me forever to do that. So yes, I'm going to go through. I am going to start with week 8 that you told me about because I want to see the perfect webinar. So I'm going to start that today before I do the my revised version because that's important. I mean, because if I'm not hitting those beats, I mean, but I did promise that they would have it July 1st. So I gotta make sure I send it out. But as long as I have the basic information, I can step my game up on that for sure.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do then. Do you have a notepad out?
I do. I always keep a notepad. I'm old school.
Yes, you do. Conscious business. We need to work quickly. We need to learn. We need to implement quickly so you can hit your due dates. And this will set us up for success in the future as well. You can go back to Belief Week later on. You can go back to Traffic Week later on. Let's learn the webinar perfectly here. So I'd like you to start with Mission 8.
Okay.
Then watch Mission 12.
Awesome.
Then 15, then 16, then 17. Those are the most important ones I want you to watch. There's a lot of moving parts in a webinar. There's acquisition, there's traffic, there's ascension and up. There's many moving parts here. It's not difficult. We just have to do it once and it all makes perfect sense. But if you just watch those in the order that I shared with them, You can knock this out in like 2 days, and you can learn. You can understand what the vehicle is in a webinar. You can understand the 3 secrets, the internal beliefs, the external beliefs, how to smash all their problems and articulate your offer to them in a clear, easy, understandable way that promotes sales.
Perfect.
Start with those, have your webinar, shoot the recording. You know, you have to do it on the first. So I don't think it's feasible to expect you. I can't say like, yeah, you're going to go through and you're going to watch all these trainings today, and then tomorrow you're going to be great. That's not how we learn. That's not how we do, right? We learn, we implement, we make some mistakes, we learn from those mistakes, we do it again. And after we do that a couple times, now we're really, really knowledgeable in it. So go shoot your recording as you were going to shoot it already. And I think it'd be actually a pretty cool split test, Margaret.
Okay.
Shoot your recording of your webinar as you present it today now. Get that bad boy out and meet the deadline.
Nice.
Take those trainings, and then we can start building a webinar following Russell's methodology. And then we'll do our next webinar doing it like Russell, and let's see what works the best.
Right. I like the A/B test. So mission 8, 12, 15, 16, and 17.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Start with those. Watch everything else in weeks 2 and 3. It's all part of the process. It's all very important. But if you start with those, you'll rocking and rolling just right from the start.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thanks.
Sweet. Any other questions today, Margaret?
I think you've given me enough to chew on. There's always questions, but let me wrap my head around this. Let me get it going because I don't have time to waste on this. But thank you so much.
That sounds great. And if you have any questions come up anytime, tag me in the communities just like you have been. That's perfect.
All right. Thanks.
Cool. All right. Let's take a look here. I think we've made it through. Yeah, Patricia, I got you. Go ahead.
Yes. I watched Mission 8, and he talked about Doodle, because I plan to do some presentations using PowerPoint, and I want to use Doodle. And I know I've got a package with Doodle in it or something, but I don't know where I can learn how to use Doodle or see how to use that. So that's my question. How do I access Doodle? Or
you mean Doodly? But
Doodle,
yes,
Doodle, yeah. Doodle.
That's okay. I almost didn't tell you that because I want to hear you say doodle every day. That was awesome. What all you need to do is go to that email you received. You did get Doodly access when you purchased the last secret. So you do have a login. You do already have the software. Just go to the email that you got when you purchased, and all of your links are going to be inside of there. And I think I told you to do this last time. And if I remember correctly, you were saying you have so many emails, it's really hard to find that specific email. So just a soft reminder, you can always get with our tech support team, and they will get you all links to all products that you have access to, and you can just get in that way. Super simple.
Okay, fine. And also, does Microsoft Clarity have to be installed on each funnel?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
And how do you rename a funnel?
Oh, what a great question. I can show you that easily. Let's do the thing. We're going to go like so, and let's go like so. And nice. Okay. So if you want to rename a funnel, we can do it one of 2 ways. Number 1, we can go over here to the right of the funnel to the settings themselves, and we can edit the funnel.
Okay.
And that'll take me in where I can now change the name, and you can update this name to whatever you want and then update the funnel. You can also do it from inside the funnel itself, Patricia. If you just click the name of the funnel, it'll take you right into the actual funnel itself. Then we can go to the main funnel settings in the top right, and this is the exact same screen. You can change the name, scroll to the bottom, update those changes.
Okay. And how do you copy a funnel?
Oh, another great question. To copy a funnel, we can do the exact same steps, Patricia. First, if we exit the editor, this little button right here to the right is a duplicate button where we can duplicate the funnel itself. Or I can click into the funnel. I can go top right, back to the main funnel settings. I can scroll down, and then right here is another button to duplicate the funnel.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So then when you duplicate it, you just rename it or okay.
That's exactly right.
Thank you.
Yep. Awesome. You got it, Patricia. Gang, great stuff today. Man, I am just crazy proud of you for everything you're doing. I know it's difficult. I know there's hurdles. I know there's roadblocks, but you guys are doing the things every single day. I couldn't be more proud of you. That's exactly what we ask of you to do. You know, you guys are small hinges swing big doors. We hear this all the time, and it's facts, and it's true. You guys are having big wins every single day here. Not even small wins, big wins. And I just love and want to applaud all of your mindsets. You guys are so open, so open to new ideas and new concepts, and so open to allow me to challenge some of the things that you come in here with. And we're just all working together beautifully. And it's a large part because of all of you. You know, I've got to work with, I don't even know how many people at this point, and it doesn't always go so smoothly. There's typically a lot more resistance, and people typically believe a lot more in the things they have in their mind, but you guys are just doing amazing. You're doing your tasks, you're being open, you're being honest, you're being vulnerable, and you're growing every single day. Exactly what we want for you guys. So keep sticking to it, keep going through it, and we're going to have a great time doing it every single day. We will catch you guys on the next one. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. See you soon.